I gotta be honest and truthful about this. I wasn't planning on speaking about the Donte Whitner situation, but I think it's time to have the discussion.
I'm a 49er, I bleed red and gold. I've been faithful since I was 2 years old. We about to start quick and count another ring. Being a 49er mean I'm a 49er.
49er faithful, it is I, Filmo Trev, coming to you live from Instagram, Twitch, Facebook, all the things. I'm going live on everything, trying to get this thing right, up in order. But one of the biggest topics that I've been kind of brewing and watching happen from afar is the Donte Whitner conversation. Some people say it's pillow talking. Some people say it helps the team. Some other people are just like, why do we even care? And there's a really good story to this. There's a very good story to this. Donte Whitner is a 3-time Pro Bowler. Now, some people says, what does that mean, Trev? Why do we care about him playing at such an elite level? Well, when you're playing at such an elite level, that gives you the confidence to talk to people a certain type of way. Donte Whitner has been talking to individuals a certain type of way. And let's be honest, these young bulls are sensitive. And that's something that we need to really talk about right now, is the sensitivity of football players in today's world. We got to be honest. Football players are not built like they used to be. You know, when I was coming up, my mother always says, get you a Volvo. They last, they're durable, they're tanks. And I was like, who in the hell is going to buy a Volvo? Like, who drives a Volvo? Well, a lot of people. A lot of people drive Volvos. When was the last time you see a Volvo on the street? My opinion, you don't. It's something about that old school mentality of how things were made and they just work. But it doesn't work in today's market. Donte Whitner doesn't work in today's market when speaking to the young football players. They don't understand, why is he talking about them? And in this story, I want to be very, very clear. Donte Whitner was not talking about Ji'Ayir Brown to not encourage him. Donte Whitner was talking about Ji'Ayir Brown as he needs to step up, because why? He played the position. That means a lot. That means a lot. When someone's played your position at the elite level and they're cracking down on your schematics, your skills, your footwork, your mindset, your head, the way you do everything, how do you take it as a negative? Is it because everything that he's saying is negative? So you can't take people talking negatively about you. So my question is, you played at Penn State. How the hell did you make it at Penn State? How? How did you make it at Penn State? Did nobody ridicule you? Did no one tell you it wasn't that good? I don't believe that Ji'Ayir Brown has gone through his whole football career before he got to the 49ers and everybody kissed his ass. Is that wrong for me to say? I don't think he has gone from Pop Warner to college and everyone kissed his ass off of playing safety. I got to be honest with you. I've played football for a lot of years. Safeties don't get that much clout. This is the truth. Safeties don't get that much juice. I don't know what school he went to, but this is the truth. Safeties don't got the juice like that. Okay? Until they get to the league, they got that juice. That's just the facts. You ain't the quarterback. You ain't the left tackle. You ain't the wide receiver. You ain't the running back. You ain't the linebacker. You ain't the DN. Those are the positions that get the juice. You ain't none of them. But let's talk about the conversation, and let's finish this off about Donte Whitner. Who is Donte Whitner? Donte Whitner, Cleveland, Ohio Browns, born 1985. He an old bull. And let's look at Donte Whitner's stats. Because if he's talking like this, that must mean he has the pedigree to talk about it. Want to look at Donte Whitner's stats. He was with the Buffalo Bills. Then he was with the 49ers. Then he was with the Cleveland Browns. And finished off with Washington. Stats look pretty damn good. Damn good. He should be the one talking about Ji'Ayir Brown. He should be the one talking to Ji'Ayir Brown. Have I not looked up Ji'Ayir Brown's stats? They're not good. Against the Seahawks, he had 3 assists, 5 total tackles, 5 solo. Good. That lets me know they were picking on him and going his direction because they know he sucks. And I don't want to say suck as in he's bad. I'm just saying Ji'Ayir Brown needs a lot of work. But from the conversation that we heard, I don't think he wants to actually get better. He thinks he's a star. He thinks he played at a Pro Bowl level. He is the only one that thinks that. Him, his wife, and his dogs, and his entourage are the only people that think he played at an elite level. Because these stats right here, I'm just going to go down the line. First game, 1 tackle. Second game, 2 tackles. Third game, didn't play. Fourth game, 0 tackles. Buccaneers, 3 tackles. Falcons, 5 tackles. 4 tackles. 3 tackles. 3 tackles. 3 tackles. 4 tackles. 4 tackles. 1 tackle. And he's playing a whole game. How are you on defense for majority of the sets and you're only getting these many tackles? And you're playing free. When the ball's in the air, your responsibility is gone because the ball's in the air. So you should play ball. I see ball, catch ball. Run after the ball. And you're only still getting average. It doesn't make sense. Now, he did have a game where he had 10 combined, 7 assists, 3 solo. So I still want to give him his praise. Like he's doing something. But he's not elite. He's not him. He's not him. And we got to be very, very smart and critiquing what we're seeing. Ji'Ayir Brown might make this roster this season because there's no competition. But he's not him. And I want to see him do better. But does he actually want to be better? Does he actually want to show that he's top 5 safety? Because he's not. He's not a top 5 safety. If you agree with me, provide me a thumbs up right now. It helps the algorithm. Give me a thumbs up right now. It definitely does help the algorithm. I want to make sure I get back on here and start talking to y'all more about what's going on. I don't feel bad for Ji'Ayir Brown. It's more concerning that he thinks he's a top 5 safety. And he is not. Not even close. Where is he watching film? Who is telling him that he's that good? Ooh. I don't believe that his position coach for the 49ers is saying, hey, Ji'Ayir, you're phenomenal. Like, you're good. You're on that elite level. You'll be wearing a gold jacket in about 4 years. Not even close. The interceptions. I'm looking at the interceptions right now. INTs. I see he has 2. Career stats. Career. 2023. Game started 5. So we're not going to talk about that. That was his rookie year. 2024. Game started 13. 48 tackles. 29 assists. Combined for 72. 42 solo. 1 interception. And you think you're him. CJ Ruthless, how you doing, brother? Let me know if you want to jump on and have a conversation. Right now, we're talking about Donte Whitner and his conversation that he had with Lenoir and as with Ji'Ayir Brown. Because I think this is a good conversation that we definitely need to have. It's something that is a real how would I say, spark. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do this right now. Invite guest, copy link. Hold on 1 second, brother. I can't send it to your phone. My apologies. There we go. Send you the link right now, brother. Yeah, this Ji'Ayir Brown situation is interesting. And I'm going to wait for CG to hop on live to talk about the Lenoir situation with that, because it's a bigger conversation. Don't be fooled. There's a bigger conversation that needs to happen. He'll be on in 2 minutes, y'all. He'll be on in 2 minutes. So I'll have my brother CG Ruthless come on here and talk with me about this 49ers situation. Winners keeping it solid. Absolutely. But here's the thing about these young Bulls. I don't think these players of today really want the truth. Like, I grew up with hard coaching. It comes with the territory. It comes with it. How do you not want to be coached hard? Is there a way to coach soft and you get better? Is it? Let me know. I've never heard of it before. I've never heard of that. I never heard of light coaching to make you better. Is that even a thing? Brown needs to shut his mouth and step his game up. Absolutely. Absolutely. Will he? Can he? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of 18 and up ages. My introduction, this gentleman should not need no introductions to my channel because he's always well ready and prepared, and y'all should know his face. Ladies and gentlemen, CG Ruthless.
What's up, man?
How are you doing, sir?
Doing well.
I have a question for you.
What's up, man?
Explain to me your thoughts and your opinions on how Whitner has been speaking about Ji'Ayir Brown first.
He's speaking true, and there's nothing wrong with honesty.
Give me more, though. Give me more. Give me more about like your opinions of how he's speaking about Ji'Ayir Brown. Do you think he should take it public?
He has every right to. And for Ji'Ayir Brown to get upset about the criticism, then why do you call him in the first place?
I truly do believe that he thought he could punk Whitner.
He thought so, and it backfired him.
I truly think that Ji'Ayir Brown thought he was going to call Whitner like Debo and be like, stop talking about me, and it was all going to be cool and dandy.
Nah. You need that tough type of criticism to make your game better.
But does he actually want his game to be better? That's the problem.
He's kind of like that nice kid that you got to be nice to him, or else he'll have a problem with it.
He'll take his ball and leave?
Yeah. Like today's generation doesn't like that type of stuff, bro. We've had it the hard way.
Yeah. And I hate to put, the age difference, but like I come from real coaching, and maybe that's because I come from that era like you, like Oklahoma drills. Get up, stop being a girl. That type of terminology. So are we the problem?
No, but if the coach were to grab me from the helmet and told me to do this play, and I did it wrong, and he told me to do it this way, that was his way of telling me you did it all wrong and do it the right way.
Like you've been hit upside the head playing football, right? By the coaches, like, paper or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Or he hits you in the back of the head with the helmet.
Yeah, and the way the coach came on my case and he told me, hey, do it right, or you're on the bench.
Grabbing your face mask and saying, look here. I don't think Ji'Ayir Brown's had that type of coaching.
I don't think so. It's changed. The coaching way that what they do today is different because coaches that do that now, they would be fired. They can't even put their hands on the players like that no more.
So how do you coach and encourage players to be better and pull the best out of them if you can't be verbally or even physically aggressive?
You just can't be like that. You can't be aggressive to them like you used to. You can't insult them like they used to, even though it kind of brings the best out of you. But it's just different.
I think in a weird way, we're trying to create softer football players.
Yeah, like don't criticize me or I'm going to have feelings.
Is it making the game better or worse?
Worse.
I think so too.
No accountability, no discipline, and no way to get to better your game.
Absolutely. And that's the thing. We have to figure out a way to make the game better because I feel like it's losing its life.
It's losing that value of what those players were capable of being.
Yeah. Absolutely. Now, moving from Ji'Ayir Brown, because we all believe that Whitner was in the right to talk to Ji'Ayir Brown that way. We all agree. That's easy.
Yeah.
Now, Lenoir, different story.
I think Lenoir is built for this. It doesn't bother him.
I believe Lenoir is a top 10 corner.
Absolutely.
Top 10 corner. He's undersized, but he plays like a 6-foot guy.
Yeah.
Like, I can honestly say I believe that Lenoir was made to play football and to play the corner position.
And he's built for criticism in the right way.
Absolutely. He comes from that. I think I want to say Lenoir comes from that last breed of coaches talking to you disrespectfully to pull the best out of you.
Yep.
He's that last breed.
He's feed off of that energy.
Absolutely. And so my question to you right now, CG, is that do you think Whitner was wrong to try to spark a fire under Lenoir's ass? Because he will be going against Juwan Jennings and Jefferson.
Not at all. I think that's exactly what he has to do. Whitner is here to bring the best out of you with his mouth. He's going to criticize you. He wants you to prove him wrong.
So do you think Whitner is using that Ohio State philosophy degree to good use and trying to mentally manipulate the secondary of the 49ers to play
Bring
better?
the fire. Something that they lack. Last year, we didn't have too much turnovers. And a lot of it had to do with our pass rushers. But some of the time, our DBs didn't capitalize on some of them.
I feel like Whitner wants to coach but doesn't want to coach.
Well, nobody's ever given him a chance to be a coach, but he can be an analyst.
I kind of like Whitner playing this villain.
Yeah.
I like it. I feel like there's only been 3 villains in the 49ers, media. Grant Cohen, you, and myself.
We're on our own rights, man. The only difference is we're not pessimistic, but we're realistic.
Absolutely. And I feel that for some odd reason, the 49er fan base doesn't like it when 49er fans tell the truth about what's actually going on.
Well, the truth is, I know you'd like to hear this, but the center position is trash. Jake Brendel needs to go. And I've been on his case ever since 2022.
You just so went left. You so went left. You so
If I ever see Jake Brendel in the parking lot, I'm gonna run his ass over. I don't care. I'm at that level. I'm at that level with him. I know it's funny, right? But that's how much he's kind of like at that level for me of my dislike.
Do you think Jake Brendel is going to be the starting center this season?
Unfortunately, yes.
You don't think there's no competition for him?
I hope there is, but there's not. Chris Forrester nurses that guy, man. He keeps him on the job.
He must be dating his sister or something.
I don't know what it is. It's that Wisconsin connection they got. I don't know.
Oh, man. You just so.
Hey, if Chris Forrester got me a job, I would do whatever it takes, man. That's for sure.
Okay, so let's open it up. What do you want to talk about, dog? I'm open. I'm free. I'm open. What would you like to talk about?
Oh, I know what you want to hear about. How about Ja'Wuan Jennings comparing the Vikings' talent to the Warriors? What the heck?
Ja'Wuan Jennings comparing the Minnesota Vikings' talent to the Golden State Warriors is the most ludicrous, asinine, ridiculous, and shows his Tennessee University education. That is horrible.
Dude, they'd be lucky to go.
Who is Green? Who is Curry? Who is Thomas? Who is Kerr?
Jefferson's the best one of them all. Jefferson got quarterback.
Listen, Jefferson is going to go down as a top 5 wide receiver when it's all said and done.
He's good.
He's going to go down as a top 5 wide receiver when it's all said and done, as long as he has a quarterback. But who the hell is the quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings? Is it Murray?
Or is it J.J. McCarthy?
Or is it J.J. McCarthy?
Or Jack Doherty?
Who are these scrubs at quarterback? And for you to say that the Minnesota Vikings is the new age Golden State Warriors, you drunk on new money. That's what it is. You got a new girlfriend. That's what it is. That's exactly what it
must be. Or because he wants to make himself look good because he turned down on a good contract.
Hold on one second. It says you got a real bad feedback going on right now. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Can y'all hear me correctly?
Oh, it's
Let
the
me know
echo.
if y'all can hear me correctly.
I think it's the echo from mine.
Oh, it's the echo from yours.
Let me come right back.
Okay, sounds good, brother. We're going to make sure that this is working correctly, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to hold the fort down right now. And I'm going to say it right now. If Ja'Wuan Jennings is telling the media that the Minnesota Vikings is built like the Golden State Warriors, I understand why we never respected him at the wide receiver position. I understand why he was starting Ja'Wuan. I understand why we never gave him that shine to be a number 1 wide receiver. Dog, you don't have the mindset to be a number 1 wide receiver saying crap like that. That's horrible. Absolutely horrible. Sir, are you ready?
Better?
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're in the comments right now, please drop in the comments. Is the audio sounding correct?
I'm hearing the echo a little bit more. Damn. Maybe I'll go on my laptop. Give me a second.
Sounds good, brother.
All right, I'll be right back.
So, Ja'Wuan Jennings, and I'm going to be very, very frank and clear about talking about Ja'Wuan Jennings. He's once a 49er, always a 49er. That's what they always say, unless your name is Brandon Ayuk or O.J. Simpson. But Ja'Wuan Jennings is going to have his new team. Ja'Wuan Jennings will be the number 2 wide receiver next to Jefferson. He's getting paid, not good money, not bad money. But Ja'Wuan Jennings should not be talking about the 49ers. He should not be talking about the 49ers. The 49ers gave him an opportunity when no one else didn't. Ja'Wuan Jennings is good. He's not number 1 wide receiver good, though. But we'll see. Juwan Jennings wants to tell the media that the Minnesota Vikings looks like the Golden State Warriors. Now, I don't know who's the enforcer. I don't think he thinks he's the enforcer. But when I look at the Minnesota Vikings roster, who the hell do they have? Kyler Murray? Kyler Murray. JJ McCarthy. The best player, and let's be honest, the best player is Jefferson. By far. By far. Yes, sir.
Better? Oh, come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, how does the audio sound? Let me know right now. If the audio is good, give me a thumbs up. If the audio is bad, give me a thumbs down. Don't give me a real thumbs down, though.
Whoa. How come I can still hear my... Sheesh. Oh, well.
I think it's time for you to get a microphone, brother.
Ooh. I do have a microphone, but I haven't been using it in a minute.
Ah.
Let me see if I can find it. I think I still have one.
Okay. Well, no, we'll use it next time, brother. Let's just rock out. Rock out right now.
Yeah, we good. I never had the issue with my phone before.
Hold on. Let's see if I can.
And now it won't be too loud. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's because of the technology I have. I don't have that kind of income right now until later down the road.
No, we're gonna figure it. No, we're gonna figure it out, brother. Because guess what, brother? If you need to get a microphone, I will help you get a microphone, dog. Because we're gonna get this thing popping.
Yeah, I got me an old microphone, but I haven't been using it in a while because it's been kind of like messed up. I used to have one.
Hold on 1 second. We're gonna see if we can. I want to get more feedback about not just Juwan Jennings, but who else do you feel like right now the 49ers need to be really looking at?
What they really need to look at?
Yeah.
Get another pass rusher.
But who's the right guy? Who's the person that you think that can really get the job done right now?
Either Clowney or Bosa.
Clowney is out there, huh?
And he's just a guy on a bargain contract at this point in his career.
How old is Clowney right now?
33. Not that old. He had 8.5 sacks last year with the Cowboys.
He did. That's a guy who, you know what, he can definitely get the sacks.
And he's a speed rusher.
He
you
really
can either
is.
get Leonard Floyd also, who's familiar with Raheem Morris's system also.
I would like that. There we go. Hopefully everyone can hear us now.
I hope so too, man. But I'm having little issues with mine.
So give me your opinion then, brother. How do you see how the 49ers are actually going to look this season?
From a record standpoint?
Absolutely.
We had the potential to win 12 to 14 games if we can stay healthy, but I think realistically we can win 12.
Let's look at the schedule right now. I can pull it up right now.
I like our schedule, but I just don't like the traveling part, but I think we have the potential to be better.
Preseason, we play the Tennessee Titans. I ain't mad at that. I like it to get a little feel, get a little vibe, you know?
Yeah.
We play the Las Vegas Raiders.
More of a scrimmage.
But you know that game's going to be packed.
Yeah.
I wish that game was actually going to be in Vegas.
Yeah.
Wait. It is in Vegas.
In the preseason, yes.
Yeah. I might go to that game. I might go to that preseason game.
But they had the one at Levi's at the regular season.
Yeah, I might go to that preseason game, though. That might be a little Vegas trip. You know what I mean? Take the missus. Go out there to Vegas.
Cool. Go take your wife over there?
I don't have a wife, but take the missus. Take the. So how about this? Week 1, we play the Rams. That's a W. That's a win.
It should be because we know how to play them regardless.
Absolutely. Miami Dolphins.
Win.
That's a win. That is definitely a win. Arizona Cardinals, a win. We can be 3-0. We can look 3-0. We can look nice.
Yeah.
We can look really nice right now. 3-0.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Week 4, we taking a loss. We losing. We are losing. We're going to get our asses whooped.
Seattle? Okay.
No. Week 4, we play the Denver Broncos.
Oh, Denver probably. Yeah, they'll beat us. Barely.
Yeah.
Barely.
No. They're going to beat the dog shit out of us.
Oh, now with Bo Nix, you see how we made Bo Nix look like last time?
Shit. Denver Broncos is Super Bowl ready.
I don't know, man. I'm not too high on them like that. I like them as the favorites to win their division, but I don't really like Bo Nix like that, dude. I'm just not that high on Bo Nix.
So what do you have that game being scored? Denver Broncos versus the Niners. I got that game 30-something to 10.
I think it's going to be like a close game, and it'll come down to a field goal.
Ooh. Okay.
Because we give them problems before.
Then we play Seattle at Seattle.
Yeah, that one kind of has more of a game where we're probably going to play our best later in the season against them, but not at this point, no. We're going to lose to them right now.
I got us losing to Denver Broncos and to the Seattle Seahawks. Then we play the Washington Commanders.
Win.
I got to be honest. I see us those 3 losses.
Oh.
Yeah.
I got us beating those Commanders. I'm not really that impressed with them, and I haven't seen a lot of progress from Jaden Daniels. I don't think he's that good anymore, bro.
Atlanta Falcons in Atlanta.
Win.
Yeah, that's a win. That is a win.
Okay.
I think the Commanders won it more than us.
Dude, I think they've gotten worse from last year, dude. I don't think they're going to be anywhere better than what they are, bro. I'm just being realistic. What did Washington do in the offseason to get better? I haven't seen anything that makes them convincing.
That's true. Now, we have a bye week, and then after the bye week, we have those project babies coming to Levi Stadium. We have the Las Vegas Raiders coming
Win.
Well, that's a win. That's a win for sure. That's a big time win.
Cowboys win.
At Dallas, that's a win. That's a win.
It's going to be a close game, but it's going to be a win.
That ain't going to be no close game. We're going to whoop the dog shit out of the Cowboys. We're going to whip the dog shit out of them. That's going to be a win-win.
All right.
Minnesota Vikings.
Win. Because of what Jawan said and because we played well in Mexico City last time. We're going to be going to Colorado Springs for the practice, so we're going to be well prepared to beat the dog shit out of the Vikings.
Okay. I like that. Okay. I like that a lot. Okay. Now, Seattle again, week 12.
We're going to get a split. We're going to beat them. This is where we get on a roll. Remember how late in the season we get on a winning streak? This is our type of season. We're going to knock Seattle on this one.
Shit. Yeah.
It's in Seattle.
I got us losing to Seattle again. I got us losing twice to Seattle. Dog, I remember last year.
Oh, you better hope we see them again and beat them when it matters.
Let's be honest here. Can we be honest? This is the faithful talk. Do you really think the 49ers can beat Seattle once this season?
Yes, because we've done it with healthy wide receivers. If we have a good, legitimate receiver, we could beat their secondary, dude. I know it's week 1, but look at how Ricky was when he was healthy.
Clearly, right now, CG,
what about Mike Evans, man?
You're not remembering that ass whooping they gave us in Seattle.
Oh, okay. Let me give you my argument why they beat us those last 2 games.
Okay, I'm listening right now. The floor is yours.
We didn't have no pass rushers. We were on our JV defense. We had nothing to create pressure. Our wide receivers couldn't separate. They were slow as hell, bro. So having a healthy Ricky Pearsall and having some other speed on the offense will make Seattle have to respect us.
You just said Ricky Pearsall as our star wide receiver against the best defensive line and secondary, not their linebackers. And you think
Dude, week one, Ricky had over 100 yards on that damn defense, bro.
that was week 1.
Healthy.
We're talking about week 12.
Dude, when we have speed and guys that separate, that's where Seattle struggles the most.
Who is blocking the Seattle Seahawks defense?
We got this new Jawan Jennings guy. We got this Polynesian man. We got this. We got that one wrestler. What's his name? Don Morocco's nephew that could play.
We don't have the offensive line yet that can compete with Seattle's defensive line.
As long as we get rid of the ball quickly, we'd be all right. Come on, man. But, dude, the way we beat Seattle in week 1 was because we had speed at receiver at that point. But the last 2 games, we had no pass rush. We couldn't
I ain't gonna lie to you. Listen, I'm a faithful 49er to the day I die, but I also have common sense. There's no way we beat Seattle twice or once this season.
At least once.
No.
I don't know about twice. That would be hard.
Week 13, we have the Giants at New York. Yeah.
I'm not hesitating on that.
Yeah, that's a win. That's a win. That's a win. The LA Rams win.
Damn, we're gonna sweep them?
Yeah.
I had a split, but all right. We'll go with that.
Yeah. I have us winning them. We have the Chargers.
Oh, this is the one where I kind of have it as a loss.
I have this as a loss too. I do. Damn. I have this as a loss. Being realistic, I have this as a loss.
Yeah.
Week 16, Kansas City Chiefs. Wait. Before you said loss?
Yeah, because we can't beat them.
Okay. I agree. Then we have Philadelphia Eagles.
Win. It don't matter. We beat them. Dude, we just beat them with our JV squad, bro. So what difference does it make?
You think we're going to beat Philadelphia?
Yeah. We can beat them. Dude, we just beat them with a bunch of our backups.
Okay.
That's how confident I feel about playing Philadelphia this time, man.
Okay. Hey, I'm not here to critique or judge. Arizona Cardinals win.
How does that mean wishing to happen, bro? We beat Philadelphia with our JV squad, bro. What is that got to be realistic? I think Seattle would be a split. I think we would have a split in our division, except we will sweep the Cardinals.
Listen, the guarantees that we both will agree. We beat Arizona twice.
Yeah. They're rebuilding.
We beat LA Rams twice. We both agree on that, right?
I had it more of a split, but it's my hot take. I could see them sweeping because Raheem Morris knows the Rams pretty well if anybody else. So yeah, I could agree on that one.
But I'm gonna tell you right now, Seattle defense gonna beat the dog shit out of us. Seattle defense is nice. That defensive line is nice.
I think we're gonna beat them once.
Where? Here or there?
In Seattle. Hey, Brock has a good record in Seattle. Just that one loss doesn't mean nothing, bro.
Okay. Hey, I would love to see it. I just know football, and you know football too. So that's why I'm very odd of why you think, yeah.
I mean, you had a sweep on the Rams, which I had a split. I have Seattle with a split too, but I do agree with the sweeping part with the Cardinals. I just don't see nothing that scares me about Arizona.
Nothing scares me about Arizona.
Nah. They'll play tough, but not close enough.
So I have the Denver Broncos a loss.
Yeah.
Seattle a loss. Washington Commanders.
How does he know offensive line? We all know our position because we played the position, but I know offensive line deep in my head because I played center position. Dude, I've played in the semi-pros just like you did before, I'm assuming. But I think our offensive line isn't going to be that bad. It's going to be a little bit better because last year, Who was our starting left guard, bro? That dude was garbage.
Spencer
Nothing.
Spencer Buford.
And I like Spencer. He's a good dude, but honestly,
Spencer Buford just got paid $70 million to go to the Raiders.
Yeah. I'm hoping that Enrique Cruz takes that job because I like this kid. I interviewed this kid, and I have full confidence this kid's got whatever it takes to be successful. And if anybody knows offensive line, I do inside of my head because I played it.
So if you know it, you know damn well that Seattle's D-line,
they're going to be tough, no doubt. But if we do those quick passes,
do you think Seattle has the best defensive line in the NFL right now?
Not as good as the Rams. But
the Rams
are
light in the ass. The Rams are light in the ass.
No, they got some good ones, but Seattle, they just have two good ones.
Just two.
But look at the Rams. They got Braden Fisk. They got Jared First. They got Kobe Turner. Byron Young. What am I missing? What does Seattle have? Leonard Williams.
Dog.
Byron Murphy.
Dog.
But who's are their other edge rushers?
Dogs with no names.
But Rams, to me, I don't even like the Rams, but they got some.
I don't like the Seattle Seahawks, but I still know football, and you know football.
I like their D tackles. I like their D tackles, bro. But as far as their edge rushers, they're all right, bro. They're not in the same caliber as the Rams level, bro. And I don't know. Well,
DeMarcus Lawrence,
but he's not the same player.
DeMarcus Lawrence, hey, put some respect on that name. Unfortunately.
Yeah, he's great, but he's not like the.
Hold on. I like how you say he's great, but you just say he's great, but.
I mean, okay. Would you take DeMarcus Lawrence and those guys over? What is it? Byron Young, who's actually pretty.
Yes.
Good?
Yes.
Or would you take Jared First? Come on. Be realistic.
Yes. I'm still taking DeMarcus Lawrence.
I don't even like the Rams, bro, and I'm giving them all for the benefit of the doubt. They got a good front.
I'll play this. You can run on the Rams' defensive line because they're small.
But the Seattle defense, if you have good blocking receivers, you can run the edge on these guys. Bro, Owusie, whatever his name is, bro, he's like 240, bro. Hey, we can agree to disagree, and I don't even like the Rams D-line.
I don't even like the Seahawks. I hate the Seahawks.
It's crazy to say that the Seahawks D-line is better than the Rams, bro. Have you seen? Dude, they had more sacks than Seattle's defense last year.
So, hold on. We both agree that the 49ers have the third best defensive line.
Yeah. Maybe not even as good as the Cardinals, we'll be honest. I don't know. Let's see. Dude, only Bosa. Who we got?
Hold on.
Who do we got? Dude, be realistic. Like, look, as bad as the Cardinals are, look at their D-line compared to ours.
And the thing is, the 49er faithful hate when we tell the truth like this, but it's the truth. It's the truth. We do not have a good defensive line. We don't.
I'll even say fourth on our division, and it's not even that crazy of a take, bro. Because we still have unproven guys.
But this is the deeper question that I asked 49er faithful. Do you honestly think you can win a Super Bowl ring with the third best defensive line in our division?
No. You can't with that one, though, but you got to have a good offense to bail that one out. There's no way you can go with that pass rush. Sign me Joey Bosa or sign me Clowney, and I think we might have a better chance.
I like Clowney. And you know what? I'm going to do a video probably tomorrow about the 49ers need to go sign Clowney.
For depth purposes, yes.
For depth purposes, but we need to sign a defensive end who's a real defensive end who can guarantee us at least 10 sacks. He's a guaranteed 10. Well, especially if Bose is on the opposite end, that's a guaranteed 10. That's a guaranteed 10.
Yeah, we need a better two, that's for sure.
So I like that. Hold on. Let's put this together right now. Bosa, wide 9, Clowney, backside end, Alfred Collins, Michael Williams. That puts
That would be fair lineup right there. Yeah.
That makes us arguably the second best, and that's arguing for the second place.
I wouldn't say second best in our division. It would still be third best because that talent from Seattle and the Rams are just better. I hate to say it. But if we could stay healthy and maintain consistent pressure.
No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to talk about health. We're not going to talk about health. We know. Okay. Yeah.
But you said the best or second best? Nah, we got potential to be second best, but it's not close to where it's the Rams and Seattle's D-line talent now.
If we have a rotation, we can stay healthy all season.
I agree if we can get that, but what's the chances of that, bro? Pretty slim. Like, we got the coolest name in the draft, Romello Height, man. This guy's got all the hype to be great for the short period of time.
We haven't really talked about him, but if you want to talk about him right now, we can. But I'm going to tell you right now, everything that I have to say about Romello Height is going to be bad.
Dude, the thing with Romello Height is he reminds me of a high school person who's flunked so many damn times and light as hell, bro.
Hold on. One of us has to like him. We both can't say we don't like him.
What I like
you gotta either you take the good or I'll take the good. Which one do you want to be?
I'll take the good because I know you got a lot of bad to say to this guy. So I'll go realistic.
I've never seen a quality defensive end weigh 230 pounds. Name one defensive end 230 pounds that is a Hall of Fame defensive end or a top Pro Bowl defensive end. I'll give you 30 seconds.
I can't think of one.
Because it doesn't exist.
No, it doesn't. Okay. So the thing I like about Romello Height is, bro, he played on a very good Texas Tech defense. The get-off was off the chain, bro. This was his best season by far. Can he build this momentum? I think he could with this defense in the rotation. Not as a starter, but in the rotation. He could be a pretty solid rotation. I think 5 to 6 sacks is realistic for him.
You do realize that the best defensive end was on that defensive line with him, right? That was getting double-teamed and triple-teamed.
David Bailey, yeah.
So if I got a guy who's getting double teamed and triple teamed on the front side, and I'm the backside cleanup guy, and I'm going against crap, I think I could get a solid 15 sacks too.
Yeah. I think as far as his role, he's going to be exactly what Bryce Huff was.
So basically, a third round pick that's a role guy.
Yeah.
That's going to play, let's say, 30 snaps the entire season.
And he'll have a chance to maybe get a sack from games here and there, but he's not going to be like how much snaps you get from Mikael Williams.
You know how crazy this sounds, how we're talking about this, right? You know football, so you know how crazy this shit sounds right now.
Late bloomer. I know, undersized, but
wait, late bloomer. This is not a late bloomer. This is somebody who didn't put the effort in.
But he's a late bloomer. Like, he had one great season. That's the only good thing we can come away with the late
He went to 4 different schools.
Yeah. It's like he dropped out or flunked. You ever been in that situation where you dropped out of school so many different times and you graduate at 19 or 20 years old? That's Romello Height. That's him.
I say he gets under 5 sacks this season.
Fair.
I bet you a can of soda, 12-pack of Sprite, that he gets under 4 sacks. I'll even take that.
I think it's fair. 4.5 sacks would be as good as it is. I think 5 sacks would be realistic for me. I even said 5 sacks would be his ceiling best, but 4.5 or 4 is fair.
If I was a defensive coordinator and I saw a 230-pound cornerback play defensive end, I'm deucing front side all day.
Yeah, you would want to run towards his direction.
I'm running towards him, and don't let me have a fullback. Oh my! Do you know what would happen? Listen. Me as an offensive coordinator, if I had a 230-pound cornerback playing D end, I'm running motion left
towards his direction,
and I am lighting his shit up.
And he ain't gonna do a damn thing about it.
He's going to be listen. He's going to be in the lap of Fred Warner, asking him, is he Santa, and asking for Christmas gifts. Now, am I wrong for that analogy? But am I telling the truth?
You have a mix of it. Like, you're not wrong about the analogy. If I want to run the ball, I will run it towards a 230-pound DN.
Guess what? Motion right bubble. Chip end.
Field day, bro. That's a field day to get all those big chunk plays off of that guy.
Hey, I'm having my slot wide receiver chip the end, light his ass up, and run around screen bubble left. The combinations I would pray that they would give me to get me a head coaching job as a defensive coordinator if they gave me a 230-pound defensive end on the left tackle.
I would run the ball with if I had a 230-pound running back, I would run it towards that man's direction because I know he probably would tackle him.
We pretty much calling him soft as baby shit.
Well, he's got to add some weight. Bulk up a little more, but he looks specimen. When you look at how he's built, bro, he looks built like a goddess, but he doesn't.
A spider. He's built like a spider.
Spider. But let's agree on one thing, man. The Grayson Holton pick to me is the best.
Which pick?
The one from Oklahoma, that big tackle we got. He's better.
Absolutely. But here's the thing: is he going to start?
Probably not on a rotation. Maybe here's my hot take. After the end of the season, that guy's going to be our starter next year.
So he's taking Alfred Collins' position.
I think Alfred Collins is a good run stopper, but they're going to like more of Grayson Holton down the stretch.
Grayson Holton's, he has agility. He has hips. He can go left to right in between the hash marks. And I think, in my opinion, that's a perfect 3 technique. I like him as a 3 technique, not as a nose tackle.
Yeah, like he can get the pressure. He's very athletic for his size.
I like him as a
run stopper.
But here's the thing, though. You have him as a 3 technique. You have Alfred Collins or CJ West to battle it out. But then Mykel Williams, where the hell do you put Mykel Williams? Who's also light in the ass.
Well, he's an end. He's more of a run stopper at this point.
Is he really an end, though?
He's kind of.
He doesn't have the hands. Like we saw, like for him to be 6'5", 6'6", he has hands like a T-Rex.
He's more like an Eric Armstead, if we're looking at it that way.
Listen, you're going to make me talk good about Eric Armstead right now. Eric Armstead at least had hands.
But he's a tweener, too, if you think about it, because he was a D-end before they put him at D-tackle.
Yeah. He was a great 3 technique. He was a great 3-4 defensive end. He was.
That's what you're having with Mykel Williams. That's where his role is the Eric Armstead role. That's what he is.
So do you think he's going to be the 3-4 defensive? Do you think he's going to play the 3-4?
They're going to use him in different ways. He'll be rushing the passer on outside on 2 downs, and then on 3rd downs, he'll probably go in as an inside rusher at times, or a NASCAR package.
Yeah. I got to be honest. I don't like our defensive line. I just don't.
It's just not as good as those other 2 teams in our division. Yes.
When I think about our defense,
it's probably not better than the Cardinals, and that's even being crazy, bro.
I could think of 17 better defensive lines in the NFL right now, off the top of my head.
Dude, the Cardinals,
and I haven't gone past, I haven't gone past Cleveland. I'm thinking of just in the West Coast.
Myles Garrett. Oh God, that man, Myles Garrett had more.
I'll say it right now. The Raiders have a better defensive line.
Yeah, Crosby makes everybody better. They just added some guys, but when you look at
the Denver Broncos have a better defensive line.
Fair.
The Dallas Cowboys have a better defensive line.
Fair. Arizona Cardinals.
Carolina Panthers have a better defensive line.
But Cardinals might have a better D line than us, and we might be the 4th best in our division, bro.
Hold on, we got another guest on here right now. Hold on 1 second. Let's hear what they got to say. Hold on 1 second. What up? Talk to us.
Hey, what's up, CG?
What's up?
The 2026 49ers schedule is brutal. Got a lot of great teams playing on the schedule. I'm thinking about going to Levi's to watch one of those games myself.
Nice. What game you think about going to?
I'm still looking at the schedule right now, seeing which games interest me.
Okay, nice. Well, hey, thank you for tuning in with us.
Yeah.
And I can't wait for the Niners season next. It's gonna be a fun year.
It is definitely going to be a fun year.
I think you're having echo issues, Trent.
Oh, hold on. Let me see. Let's see. But hold on. What is the name? SGA Sports. Hey, thank you for tuning in, brother.
No, I think you're having the similar issues. I think he's like since he got in. I don't think it's not on me, bro. I think it's on you.
Ooh, hold on. You might be right, sir. You might be right. There we go. Hello.
Are we good? Oh.
I think we're good.
Yeah, because if he's having echo issues just like that, then it has to be on you, bro.
Oh, testing. 1, 2, 3.
What's up? Oh, see, I'm hearing myself. Goddamn. Maybe you might need to check on yours a little bit because I think mine's all right.
I definitely will. So hold on. So now we got the last 5 minutes of the live. Real quick, who's your favorite wrestler of all time?
My favorite wrestler
of all time.
Ooh, yeah. Dig it.
Okay.
Macho Man, Randy Savage. I don't know.
Undertaker kicks his ass 10 times out of 10.
But dude, Macho was the main eventer. Macho Man was everything I grew up watching.
Macho Man, Randy Savage. Here's the thing. I just watched a documentary about the Ultimate Warrior. I didn't know people did not like him.
He was such a hard guy to work with, from what I've heard.
Yeah, I'm just now hearing that like he was like really bad, like really, really bad.
The only down thing I've heard about Macho is he was an abusive kind of person to his wife, but other than that, he was quite good at worker to work with.
Macho Man Randy said, "I heard he was abusive. I heard he was one of them.
He was a good worker.
Yeah, great worker, but he couldn't keep his hands off his wife, so that makes him a bad person."
But I've always liked him as a main eventer, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, but also main eventers. Oh, if we're talking about just main eventers, you got to put Bret the Hitman Hart in there.
Oh, yeah, the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. But if you want to talk about main eventer with him, Shawn Michaels, man, the show.
Oh, absolutely. Shawn Michaels, my top 5. For main events. Shawn Michaels, Bret the Hitman Hart, Undertaker,
yeah, for sure. But if you want to talk about top main eventer that was top box office,
Mick Foley.
No, he was a good stud. Like, he was good for ECW and all that, but he was great. Don't get me wrong. But if you want to talk about main eventer that was top selling, Stone Cold.
Yeah, I was going to give it. It's too easy to put Stone Cold at that spot. Too easy.
What about The Rock?
Too easy.
Okay. I got this one main eventer that you probably haven't thought of before, but he was such a seller, but he could have been
Yoko Ono.
Oh, Yoko's Uno you're talking about.
Yeah, that would be my 5 for main events.
Here's one I got. If he would have got his act together and kept himself clean, Razor Ramon would have been simply a top star.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But he couldn't stay at the hood.
Yeah, Ravishing Rick was something else, too.
Yeah, Ravishing Ric Flair as well.
In his prime, yes.
Definitely.
There was a wrestler who could have been really over if he didn't die too soon with drug dosage. Gino Hernandez, bro. That guy had the ability. If you watch the documentary, bro, he looks like the Scarface character in real life.
Really?
Yeah, look it up. Like, look up the documentary Gino Hernandez.
I definitely will.
Top heel. Think of
MJF
today.
I'm surprised. Like, honestly, I thought Rikishi could have took it all the way.
He was mid.
You thought he was mid?
Dude, like, he didn't really have anything like specialty, like, bro, like, he won the IC title, but he was never quite the guy to get over. Like, if you were picking between Mick Foley and him, it would be Mick Foley. because
for
Rikishi
sure.
had more.
For
Yeah,
sure.
but was Rikishi ever that over guy for a big size? No.
No. The reason why I like and respect Mick Foley because Mick Foley found a way to get 4 different checks in an event.
And he went under different names. Yeah.
That's why. Like he wanted to make money and he knew exactly how to do it
And he
by becoming
sacrificed
Mick
his
Foley,
body.
Cactus Jack. He learned Dude
Dude
Love.
Love.
Like he was getting checks.
Yeah. But you know who was one of my other favorite wrestlers that you probably didn't even talk about? Eddie Guerrero.
Oh, absolutely.
I had
Eddie
his brother
Guerrero
on.
was smooth. Yeah, he was smooth. The Mexican, listen, I have so much respect for the Mexican style wrestling and Eddie Guerrero, his family. Top tier.
Oh
For
yeah,
sure.
dude. I've interviewed his older brother, and he
Really?
told me a lot about the stories. Yeah, like a year ago, I interviewed his brother. Cool dude.
Rey Mysterio. Oh my gosh, Rey Mysterio.
Oh, his son's already on the cusp of being good.
Really?
Yeah, Dominic Mysterio. If you haven't watched wrestling, he's up there.
I haven't. This is gonna be the last 30 seconds of the live, but definitely come back tomorrow, brother, and we will definitely be talking again. We're just talking about some wrestling right now.
Oh, dude, we can, if you want to put that in a different type of category, we can work on that down the road. I can get you Hector Guerrero if you want to, but I'll have to work on it. Maybe I'll try to reach out.
If you could play this, if you could pull wrestlers, there is one wrestler I would love to interview.
Who?
I'm kind of afraid to even say the name. I would love to speak to someone that worked with Edge.
Ooh, those are the ones that are hard to get. But I can get Rico Constantino, but I just have to find a way to get in contact with him. But there's another guy that I'm actually. I had the one guy who was just on TNA just weeks ago, and he was New Jack's tag team partner, Mustafa Saeed. I had him on. But
I would love to know the real story behind Chris Benoit.
Different. You might have to reach out with Chavo Guerrero, which he's hard to get. If anybody knows Chris Benoit personally, it would be Chavo Guerrero Jr.
Yeah, I would just want to. There's some stories I would want to know if someone could actually tell me. Like, for one, was those his actual kids?
Who from
the situation?
I've heard it's true.
I heard that they weren't his kids.
Or that he got cheated on?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess there's a lot of stories behind the scenes we're not aware of.
Yeah, that's the questions I want to know. Were they his actual kids or were they his best friends?
They could just be one of the others. But you might have to work on doing a podcast of that caliber at some point, bro. If you like that wrestling stuff, man, we can be wrestling co-hosts for that shit.
No, I used to watch wrestling as a kid, and I remember when I stopped loving it. And I just realized that I could become a great journalist writer if Vince McMahon could.
There's some guys that I've got on the show before. Buff Bagwell.
Yeah.
I've had, you know that guy that played the disability character, that Eugene character? I got him on.
I would love to have a conversation with China.
Well, she's not with us anymore.
Wait, she did pass?
2016, yes.
Wow.
Overdosed of something with her depression.
Absolutely. That makes perfect. But here's the thing, though. That makes perfect sense because she was lied to. She was cheated on. Like Triple H should have a lot of. Well, no, he doesn't have a lot of.
Triple H definitely made her life live in hell.
Absolutely.
I mean, outside of wrestling, she was already like destroyed from the get-go.
Yeah, like that. I'm not surprised. When you just told me that, I'm not surprised with what he put her through.
Yeah, but if you look it up,
at the end of the day, Triple H is a businessman, and he made the best business decision being with the daughter.
The boss's daughter makes some money. Yep.
Yeah. Why would you try to be with the superstar when you could be with the owner's daughter?
But could it just be the power, or could it be the actual true love? I don't know, man. That
You know,
seems kind of.
do you honestly let's be honest here. China or Vince McMahon's daughter? Take away the money, take away the power.
If it were just the stuff out of the way, naturally it would be China personally.
China for sure.
Because China had everything. But
Yeah.
Stephanie was just the daughter of the boss.
Stephanie is the girl next door. The way she looks is the girl next door.
Part of a daughter, like the boss's daughter that you just don't even know about.
Absolutely.
But China just looks every bit of the part.
Absolutely. So yeah, I get the reason why Triple H did what he did. Doesn't make it right, but like I get why he did it. And someone had to take a loss, and it was China, unfortunately.
Yep.
Wow. I wonder how X-Pac feels about that.
Well, yeah, they were in the relationship for a while, then they had to go different directions.
Because as you can see, like I have a very old school view of wrestling, and the questions that I have are very much into the why people did certain things.
Business decision, like you said.
Yeah.
I mean, I still watch some of the Jim Cornette's podcasts, and he's got some good stuff there.
I would love to, honestly, you know who else would be a great conversation, but I think they're into politics now. I would love to have an interview with Kane.
Ooh, yeah.
I would love to do an interview with Kane because I believe Kane knows things that no one else knows.
He would know a lot behind the business. Yeah.
He would know a lot behind the scenes stuff because he came in to fire Undertaker.
And he came in as a authority figure at the end of his career too. So
yeah,
but he had a lot of behind the scenes with China and the rest of the wrestlers, so he would know. But I don't think he had a close relationship with them, but he knew him personally.
Absolutely. Dang. I would love the Bret Hart family. What's the names of all the guys?
The Hart family.
The Hart family. Because 2 passed, right, and 2 are still here.
Yeah, Owen's been dead years ago.
Yeah, I'll remember Owen. Yeah, God bless Owens for sure.
And then the British Bulldogs are dead.
The British Bulldog, God bless him as well.
I mean, I've interviewed one of the Usos. One of the new Usos, the Zilla Batu guy. I don't know if you remember Umaga, but that was his son.
Of course.
Yeah, I've interviewed his son. He's actually on the Ibby team, kind of up and coming.
I wonder what happened to Goldust.
He's on AEW, part-timer.
Oh, he's still wrestling?
Mm-hmm. But he goes under a different name, like Dustin.
And see, I would love to see his documentary because I think his story is very sad too.
Oh, dude! Like, what about his character? Where he's like, dude, I don't know if you think this is weird, bro, but he was actually gonna take his character very serious by getting some actual woman's breast, bro. Dude, he was actually do that.
I think that
but I've heard from Dustin Rhodes, bro. He was gonna actually make the Goldust character a real thing by getting a woman's breast, bro.
I think when you're dealing with someone who's was never supposed to make it and then make it, they're willing to do anything to stay on top.
Yeah.
That's that type of a story. I think he was willing to do anything to stay on top.
And they didn't want him to do too much of that, but I think he was willing to go that route.
I believe it. Someone who I felt never should have became a star, but did, and he was a horrible wrestler, is Sting.
No, Sting was good.
I thought Sting became good when he went black and white, but his wrestling skill did not match the popularity.
Also, you think he was limitation, but as far as talent wise,
absolutely.
I think as far as talent, bro, when people say Goldberg, bro, he's overhyped.
Yeah, Goldberg was definitely overhyped. Wasn't really a wrestler. He was just a face. But also, when you think about what's the other guy from Minnesota, the wrestler?
Brock
Lesnar. He was a good actual wrestler, but actually,
all around.
Yeah, but actually the Celtics, no, he wasn't no fucking sorry for cussing, but Kurt Angle was a superstar.
Yeah. Even Ken Shamrock, people don't even give that guy credit, but he was a legitimate badass, like a fighter.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Dude,
Well,
like, we can
and the
go
funny
on
part
with
is-
these guys, but Rico was a legitimate competitor for the American Gladiator.
Yeah. Like when I think about Kurt Angle showed me a lot about wrestling of to become a gold medalist wrestler and to go into marketing and branding and knowing how to become a villain. He did it at the elite spot.
And he did it at a longevity career also because he had injuries and he could have retired at an early point in his career, but he kept competing with pain.
Absolutely. Like I'm surprised that he's not in the Hall of Fame yet.
No, he's been in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, he is.
He's been inducted like almost 10 years ago.
Oh wow. Okay, yeah.
They gave him his credit.
Yeah,
the only reason why he didn't get in so earlier back then was because he was in TNA.
Oh.
There's some good wrestlers that got in. Like Ravishing Rick Rude got in the Hall of Fame also.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Macho Man got in, even though it took him decades to finally get in with the politics shit. China got in the Hall of Fame as a member of DX, but not as her as a single competitor, no.
That's wild. What about Sable?
I don't think she'll ever get in because of what she did outside of wrestling.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
And plus, she had some bad relationship with the company, so that might not be a good look for them.
Gotcha.
They need to get Ken Shamrock a Hall of Famer, bro. He was a legitimate badass.
Yeah.
Like name me a wrestler who came into the business as a legitimate bad fighter, bro. Like a fighter that just came in and just wasn't somebody to mess with.
Kim Shamrock was a fighter, and he worked his way up. I like Kim Shamrock.
He could have been more bigger than Brock, actually, because he was a legitimate badass.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know. We are the nation of domination.
I did. Like the Godfather, where he goes as the pimp character, was probably the best character I've ever seen.
Yeah, where the hoes and all the. Oh my God.
Yeah, the whole. Oh man, but he got in the Hall of Fame with that gimmick. I don't think he got in as a singles like that. Now. But his character was the best.
Farouk.
Yeah, Farouk. But everybody knows him as Ron Simmons from WCW when he won the title.
I don't know. I just remember my childhood of wrestling was just so amazing. And then,
those were like the better days, but now today's wrestling, you don't even know which one you're looking at, man. Like I'm only into very little bit of them.
Yeah, I can't get into wrestling no more. And the stories used to be epic, but there's too much politics in it now.
Yep.
Way too much politics.
Too much favorites on
other
wrestlers.
And I think Triple H is too much in the front scene.
Yeah. Like he put over one of the Usos over. And I get it, he's a merch seller, but was he ever like a guy that did more different moves? It's basically getting another Roman Reigns.
Yeah. Okay. This was a good conversation about some wrestling. We needed it.
Maybe down the road we can talk some wrestling on the podcast or something like that.
Okay, tag team. Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Undertaker versus Kane and Heartbreak Kid. Who wins?
Oh, on that match? Stone Cold and The Undertaker, right? So, yeah, I got to go with Stone Cold and Undertaker on this one because Kane and Shawn Michaels has that ego. And Kane just doesn't seem to fare well with Undertaker regardless.
That was always a thing. Like, they really didn't like each other.
No, they were just they always had that love and hate relationship as like in the storylines they would be brothers.
But the thing is, I don't think in real life I don't think Undertaker appreciated how they tried to get Kane to take that spot.
No, actually, he was the one that inducted Kane in the Hall of Fame.
Really?
And he actually just he was the one that got he's the one that got Vince to do the Kane character. So anybody behind the scenes that wanted that man to do that role, Undertaker approved that part.
Really?
Undertaker had a lot of power, bro. He had a lot of politic powers in that era. He was a locker room leader. He chose whoever he felt, bro, and Kane got to be that role. Like Glenn Jacobs was playing different characters, and he chose him to be Kane. Which says a lot.
See, I would love, and the thing is, I loved Undertaker the wrestler, but Undertaker the man, I would love to have a conversation and ask him so many different questions. Like not as a fan, but just more so of like his mindset, because he really was the person after Hulk Hogan, after all that bull. He was really the face.
He was a part of the Attitude Era where things were out of hand. Like he would even probably tell you the Bret Hart story of what happened with Vince.
I would love to know that story.
Yeah. And he was the one that told Vince to apologize to Bret even when Bret punched Vince in the face.
I do remember that as well.
Yeah. But yeah, bro, we can go
good
on
talk, brother. Good talk.
Yeah.
Faithful,
Right.
if you actually watched all the way through the wrestling conversation, you are badass, and we definitely appreciate you. We just kind of just went to our childhood right now of some wrestling moments. So please, if you did it, give a thumbs up, like, let us know in the comment section of what you thought of this. And thank y'all for tuning in. Until next time.
All right.
Boom, 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 boom. Let's get out of here.